What's up, guys? In this past month, we've made this brand over $578,000 in revenue. And the cool number here is the 24.13% returning customer rate. Now, I want to break down exactly how you can consistently and very planably get to this level, to this scale, with a very high marketing efficiency ratio, meaning, not spending like basically over 300K in marketing for his revenue, which would even be pretty cool. But most people, and let's face it, are unprofitable upfront, but they can allow themselves to do it because of this concept that I want to break down today. And the reason why I think that, most people don't know about this is because if you look at any specific e-com dropshipping YouTube video, all they're focusing on is the marketing, is the advertising of the business. And so it is exactly the wrong things that they focus on. It's the wrong things that they're trying to fix. They're trying to get their cost per acquisition down from 50 to 30 to 20 and even lower than that, okay? Then they're obviously hunting for a lot of newer ad concepts, trying to be the first one, reinventing the wheel constantly. Then obviously, because they realize there's not a lot of money in this direct response stuff directly, they switch to more unaware avatars or completely add more avatars to their business until their store sells fidget spinners and it's like a completely, general store. And then basically they try to get as many one-time customers as possible. And then they forget that the customers exist the second that they purchase the product. This is the wrong approach. Now, what if I told you that the industry average CPA is almost the exact same for every single brand out there? And so the crazy thing is, if you think about this, right, what's going to happen, what actually happens in reality is if you look at 100 ad accounts, you will see that at scale, most of them are operating in between $20 to $100 CPA, which is an $80 range. It's an 80 USD range. It's not a lot. Now, where brands make money versus don't make money is how much they make from each customer. And this is why I want to break down MRR for you guys today. Okay, so the monthly recurring revenue, which is probably one of the craziest things that we'll ever hear about and the craziest levers there are to pull in any business. This is what actually gets you profitable. This is what actually makes your business valuable. This is what forces you to actually make a good product, to be completely separate and unique from the competition. This forces you to be proud of your business. And I want to break down what it is. So the name really says it, monthly recurring revenue. What that means is, or what that essentially stands for, is every single month, right? The people that got a subscription offer from you, not just a one-time purchase, they subscribed, and so they're going to be charged again monthly, again and again and again, until they cancel their subscription. And this is probably the craziest levers to pull, because now you go from, okay, I need as many new customers as possible over to, okay, I'm going to make as good as of a product as possible so that the people that I'm getting just don't leave. Because this forces you to not just focus on the advertising aspect of a business, but the delivery. So there's this beautiful triangle of every business. It's, basically every business consists of 3 different stages: advertise, build, deliver. Advertise is what everyone on dropshipping YouTube is trying to do, right? Get cheaper CPMs, higher CTRs, lower CPCs overall, higher conversion rates, boom, better marketer, I'm the best, I make money. The crazy thing is, like we just talked about, $80 to $100 is the average range. It's, or like $20 to $100. So like an $80 range, really not that crazy. But some businesses make 100 times, sometimes more than from each customer that they get, buying them at the same rate, at the same price. And this is where the actual money is being made, okay? So whenever you focus on also the delivery, this is where people come back and actually purchase again, and that is what we want to achieve. And so one thing you have to keep in mind, though, obviously this comes with its own risks as well. It's not just like a shiny object. It is pretty difficult to do and execute. Obviously, first of all, need a very proper product and a very proper business and a very proper customer support. And even beyond that, you're going to have very solid payment processing set up. And so if you don't have backups, if you have PayPal issues or have been having PayPal issues in the past, I don't recommend using PayPal, for example, whatsoever. And there's other issues that can occur if you actually have MRR offers and you run into some type of payment processing issue. It's just not worth it, okay? Now, I want to show you guys the effect of MRR, because what would happen essentially is, imagine this is the revenue curve of the business that you're looking at, okay? So month 1, we're making 30K in revenue. Month 2, we're making 60K in revenue. Month 3, we're making 90K. Month 4, making 120K. Now, what you would think is, okay, well, obviously we scaled the ads, CPA went up, we had to spend a lot more, ROAS went down, and ROAS is lower in month 4 than in month 1. That's what most people would think. However, MRR allows you to stay, like keep the ad spend at, for example, 15K if we are at a 2 ROAS month 1, and literally only spend 15K for month 2 as well. So as you can see, it stays the same. So how is it possible that in month 2, we are actually making double the revenue? Well, pretty simple, because all this 30K here, and we're living in an imaginary world now where there's 0% churn. Obviously, it's not going to be that. In the beginning, it's going to be 5 to 10%, potentially higher if you have failed payments. However, let's imagine everything's fine on the back end. Then you're going to make 30K from month 1 plus 30K with the 2 ROAS in month 2, which is 60,000. Month 3, you're going to make 60K from the previous 2 months, and once again, 30K with a 2 ROAS. And you can do this forever. You can do this forever, and the revenue just keeps stacking up because your business is so good that people just don't leave. And this is the concept that I wanted to share with you in this video. Not a super long video. I just really needed to get this off my chest because this is actually what holds most dropshippers back. The fact that they don't know about this, the fact that they're not capable to execute this. Do this, try this. I promise you this will change your life. This will change how you run your business, how you look at every business from now on. I want to say thank you so much for giving me your most important asset, which is your attention. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I wish you a beautiful day.